I'm in a country that was recently facing war. I didn't know about tomorrow, or even about my night. If I'd wake up to an explosion, or to something far worse than an airstrike. I'm sure you have your own struggles. Maybe one's even bigger than mine. Perhaps it's a heartbreak, or the daily struggle of a dreadful 9-to-5 job. Whatever it is causing you pain, making you feel hurt, lonely and mad at the world and at yourself. You find yourself wondering, what's the meaning of all of this? It is at times such as these that we seek an escape. Growing up in an unstable country and having a scarred social life, I too sought a way out of my misery. And there I found it.
What's this?
In movies. Specifically, Narnia, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and above all else, the Lord of the Rings. Welcome to Hollywood Parables, where we unveil the meaning behind the screen. Why do so many people, including parents, hold negative opinions about these movies, dismissing them as means of escaping from real-life responsibilities? Because here's the thing, we all seek escapes, whether it's dressing up as our favorite heroes, hitting the gym, or binge-watching Netflix. Let's be honest, virtual reality is now the trend. But the truth is, escaping isn't a bad thing, it's human. Even J.R.R. Tolkien, the mastermind behind The Lord of the Rings, did not like how people use the word escape in a negative way. He, a veteran of World War I, had this to say. Why should a man be scorned if, finding himself in prison, he tries to get out and go home? The world outside has not become less real because the prisoner cannot see it. So just because we can't physically escape the present pain, it doesn't mean we can't explore and dream of other worlds. Watching Lord of the Rings taught me many lessons. Frodo's perseverance inspired me. Gollum's addiction to the ring mirrored my own struggles. And Sam's loyalty gave me major BFF goals. But are these the only lessons to take from Lord of the Rings? Or is there something deeper going on? Tolkien wasn't one to glorify war or death. In fact, he stated in his letters that the core theme of The Lord of the Rings is death. The tale is not really about power and dominion. That only sets the wheels going. It's about death and the desire for deathlessness. It is mainly concerned with death and immortality, and the escapes, serial longevity and hoarding memory. The One Ring, the ultimate escape from mortality, ultimately corrupts. It elongates life like butter scraped over too much bread. And that's why we admire characters who refuse the ring. Gandalf, Galadriel, Aragorn, even Arwen, who chooses immortal life to be with Aragorn in both life and death. So if the ring represents an unhealthy escape from death, what about fiction in general? Where's the line between healthy escape and avoidance? Author Ursula K. Le Guin added to Tolkien's thoughts. If we value freedom of mind and soul, if we're partisans of liberty, then it's our plain duty to escape and to take as many people with us as we can. Escapes come in many forms, from phones and video games to support groups for addicts. But like anything else, escapes can become unhealthy. Escapism becomes problematic when it replaces reality. So ask yourself, what's your escape? How much time do you spend there? Are you using it to avoid responsibilities or your own problems? As Dumbledore wisely told Harry Potter,
It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.
But if we use stories like The Lord of the Rings as a springboard rather than a hiding place, that's when the magic happens. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe if you find content like this helpful. I think Tolkien encouraged escapism in certain dark situations, but not as a permanent fortress to dwell in. Fictional stories exaggerate life elements, making them clearer, allowing us to learn powerful life lessons. But remember, it's all about balance. Adventure might be waiting for us right here in the real world. You may dream of living in the peaceful meadows of the Shire, but even Bilbo had to leave his complacency behind.
I'm going on an adventure!
But if you're struggling in a dark tunnel, with no light ahead, join me in my next video. We'll dive deeper into the symbolism of the One Ring, its connection to addiction, and more of my personal healing journey. Until then, embrace the magic of storytelling. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.